Well, I sure hope YouTube gets done messing about with whatever they're doing, because it's getting to be really disheartening what they're doing.
Mike, don't say that in the show.
About YouTube?
You're on YouTube.
YouTube. Well, Eddie's in. Who else is in? Anybody?
Derek's in. Anna's in.
Hi, Anna. How are you doing?
Mine, I'm so loading mine up. So Brad's slacking again, Mike. Just so you know.
Come on. You gotta think about the time lag between here and Africa. Come on, there's a bit. Well, you guys, what I'm going to do today, I'm just showing you a little bit of something here. This is a bottle cap or a lid off of one of those lemon squeeze bottles. Now, I took this toilet paper and Elmer's glue and I formed it onto this lid. Now, I'm going to show you how to do that. What you do is you just take your paper towel or whatever it is that you want to use to create this. You can use toilet paper, paper towels, Kleenex. You know, it's just in building this stuff, you don't have to use good paper. Just use up old stuff. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm separating these because they're 2-ply. Don't need 2-ply on this because you want your glue to adhere well, and it has to go through this. So I take this mostly straight edge right here, and I'm going to put it around the edge of this cap. I'll show you how this works out. You just need a little bit of Elmer's glue or PVA, either one, and you just start by filling these in, and you just work that around just like this. Okay, now I'm going to start this on here, right there. Edric, nice to see you. And it just, as you can see, the glue permeates your paper. And so you just continue this around, all right? Because what you're going to do is you're going to create a solid piece. And when this dries, I will go over it at least one more time. But for the perfect engines or thruster nozzles that you need to make, you will probably have to go over this 3 or 4 times. And now I can just move that ahead of itself like this, and you just make sure that you are covering this with your Elmer's glue, because when this dries, it will contract, and when it contracts, it will build a better part.
You need me to read until you get back? Adrian wants to know how the weekend was.
Weekend was good, you guys. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I hope everyone is well.
What are we doing?
I am showing people how to build a thruster nozzle for a jet or a rocket or anything you want to do. You can see the little grooves in this. The grooves are in there because I used this bottle cap to create it. and what it is it's a form. That's all you're doing is creating a new type of a form. You're forming this part around this bottle cap, and when it dries, it gives you that. Now, I'm going to show you more of this in just a minute. I have to show you how to do this first. And you can use any bottle cap. It does not matter what bottle cap you use. I've used Pepsi bottles and Coke bottle caps, and it just does not matter. They all have those ridges on them.
Edric says that the X-Fighter arrived today at the post office.
Oh, that's fantastic, Edrich. Are you going to go get it?
On Friday.
Will it make it to your place? I've heard the mail there is sometimes a bit sketchy.
He says he might be able to get it this week.
All right. Now, there's a couple ways you can take care of this. You can just fill this with glue and push this all in. But I have found that a lot of times if you take and snip it, like what I'm doing right now, that the form will do better. Okay, so now that I have that, now I'm going to put some Elmer's glue in here and get this to contour inside.
Eddie, check the chat in Zoom.
So the nice thing about this is it's very economical what I'm doing. And it makes some amazing pieces. Now, if I was building any kind of a rocket ship, I'd have to do this a lot. Okay, so now there's still some loose pieces, and that is the way it goes. Sometimes that happens. You just add a little bit more Elmer's glue to it, and it will glue this all into place really well. I lick my finger so that it won't stick to the glue. Now, there is part of that. That is partially finished. Now this has to dry. Okay, here is another bottle cap. All right, this is a paint one. All right, so what I want to do is I don't want this to be touched or dropped like that. So I just put it inside there. Now, that will dry over time. I'm actually going to set it underneath my little fan back here, because what that will do is that will let it dry quicker because the air is flowing around it. Now,
Edric says that the mail system in his town is top notch. It's the rest of the country that's the problem.
oh, well, Edrich, that's really good. Now, I have this thruster. Okay, I have this. This is an old lip balm thing. I'm going to put this thruster onto here. All right. To do that, I need to do this again. Nope. What do I need? I need this. All right. I got some junk mail here. Has that got anything important on it? No. No. It does not. Okay. So.
Someone says you are so patient.
Well, thank you very much. Patience is good to have. I happen to have a bit more dedication than patience when it comes to building stuff. Now, we take this, oops, wrong, pencil. Go there. And now I need to measure this. Okay, and that.
Thank you for my first Pepsi on YouTube.
All right, so that is less than 1 inch. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this less than 1 inch. Not much, like 1/8 less than 1 inch. And now we have to cut this out of here. This is just junk mail, you guys, but it's good stuff to use to build with. Here we go. And because junk mail is really common, when I take and have something like this, all right, I don't need to save that. That just goes in the garbage. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Now, this moved off just a tiny bit. I want to take that off of there.
Honey Bunny, grab Rick James if you're in here.
Yeah, what's that moron doing, Eddie?
Got him.
Okay. Now, here is how we start this out. We add a bit of Elmer's glue right here. All right. Now, this piece starts out right on here, just like this. All right, just like that. Now, I want this to be a thruster, so this has to go on there as well. Once you get that started, then you just roll it right on around and keep it pushed down to this, because there's an edge on this. Now, as you can see, what's happening with this, this is what I'm doing. And I keep pushing it down onto here so that it stays right on this edge of this piece of paper, this piece of plastic. All right, this is what we've got. See how that works? Now, I want it to be the same height as this piece here, which means it looks like I'm going to have to add a little bit more paper to it. Because what I want to do after this is dry, what I want to do is I want to put a full piece of paper on here. Okay, and what that does, what that is going to do is it is going to create the body of the rocket, the motor, or whatever it is that you're working on. Now, I've got a little bit of a lip here. It did not seal perfect. And so what I'll do is this comes off just like that. Now, I will let this all dry out. This is what you've got. All right, the start of a thruster. Now, you can put cotton inside here, you can put lights inside there, and that will be the start. But I have been saving round stuff, okay, like this. All right, for years. Literally 16 years I've been saving round things, because if you want to make something round, you pretty much have to have a die to build it with, because it's very difficult to like take a piece of this and wrap it around your finger and get it to the right size that you want, and then be able to get it off your finger while it's being glued on. That's very hard to do, but this is not. So now what I've got is I've got this. I will fix that little problem with it if I need to, because once this dries, it will shrink just a little tiny bit. And then I'll put another piece of paper around here to get it to this dimension right here. Once I get that done, then I can take and add a piece of paper this length, which is like 3 inches, 2.5. And then I can wrap that around there again. Then when you pull that off, because the glue won't stick to the plastic. That's the cool thing about this, is the Elmer's glue or PVA glue will not stick to this plastic. So then I can slip it off of here. If I want to put turbine blades in it, I can do a center section like this one right here, and I can glue turbine blades onto that paper. What you do is you have a piece like this. All right, to make a turbine, what you have to do is just glue pieces of paper around here, like 8 of them, and that gives you the look. Once you slip it inside here, it gives you the look of a turbine, because you can set this up so that this sticks out like that far. All right, and then you got turbine blades back here. All right, and what that'll do is it'll give you the look of a turbine. Let me see. I got one right up here. I'll show you. Okay, this one right here. See those? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to be able to do that with this. And these things are, you can make them so they spin.
So you think I was just being transcriptive?
And so, that's the cool thing about building with paper. Once you start learning how to make all these little teeny parts, you're going to be able to build anything you want. This happens to be a gun with wings. A-10, of course. Best paper airplane you've ever seen. Made out of a cracker box. And you have to have stands for them, you guys. It's a must.
Brad, are you here?
Yeah. Why am I missing stuff? Because I didn't see
Yeah,
anything.
because Edwards is wanting to know how much a bronze membership costs in dollars.
Bronze memberships, Edrich, is $2.98 USD.
I already came up now.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag going on around the world right now. There's all kinds of crazy stuff happening. So we're probably going to end up having lag on a lot of the shows.
You should show a build, Mike, because you got 120 people in here.
I just showed the A10.
Show some more, Mike. Something else. Maybe the 2 attacks. They love that.
Ah, there's a good one. Hey, you guys, I'll show you something. I made this back in 2010. All right, it's Grant calls it the puppy AT-AT, which it is kind of looking like a little puppy. And this was before I even knew what an AT-AT looked like. I had the base size and the base shape. That's all I knew. And but I knew the head had to move, and I knew the legs had to move. Now I used little tiny staples, cut down staples, and I squeezed them between these pads, so that's how these ended up working the way they do. And now, here, I'll show you this one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, already. Come here, you. Uh-oh. This is my large AT-AT walker. And so I did not paint this, you guys. A friend of mine did. He had an airbrush and he painted it.
Here you go to the website URL. Go have a look. Okay. Awesome, Mike. You get close to the links.
But my suggestion is starting out with something simple like a Millennium Falcon, or, you know, or something that you like to build. This is the first thing I made to learn how to do this. I started with this. And a week after I showed this in the game and we were playing with it, one of the guys asked me if I could make more stuff. And I went, well, yeah, I can. And I never quit building. That was 16 years ago. I start my 17th year in January. And I have been building ever since with paper. Learning how the paper works, learning better ways to make stuff. It's like right now, I am working on a HALO Warthog monster truck. Okay? Now what I'm waiting on the monster truck right now is I have to get a Master Chief a 5.5-inch tall action figure Master Chief, because what is going on with that is I want to put the Master Chief in here and put the body on there. And so to do that, I have to have a Master Chief. Anyway, and it's coming. I just haven't got it yet. Now you can see I have started taping this off. All right, because I have got to paint this frame gold. It's got to be painted. Now this is what I'll show you how I did this. Now I took this tissue paper. I put packing tape on here, and then I cut this little star pattern out. All right, because what happens now is this goes on here like so. Okay, come here, you. Goes on here like this, and I have to pull it up into place. And then we take that like that. Oops. Oops. Okay, hold on. I need some of this over here.
Minnie is in.
Minnie's in? Hi, Minnie. And so once this is pulled up into place, then I got to tape that off. And now this is what you're getting into. Okay, because these little patterns, they go on there like that. Now I'm here. All right, now I learned from the first one that did not turn out very well how I have to do this. Now what we do is we bring these up, bring that up, bring this one up, put that one up there, and then ta-da, packing tape it in. Now I gotta fix the rest of these. Because spray paint goes everywhere. All right, and I can't afford to have this spray painted the wrong color. And since the wheels and tires need to stay what color they are, that's what I have to do, is tape this up so that they do not get ruined. Yeah, okay, just about got this. I'm going to go ahead and tape up the other side. I need some more packing tape for that. All right. Now, as you can see, they still spin, but they're now covered so that the spray paint will not get on to my product. And I'll show you how to get this ready to go. You have your tissue paper. Now, I need some packing tape. You just take a little bit like that. Go here. Put it right in the center like that. And now, we just take a slice right up the center, just like so.
Yeah, you might want to read that one, the mic that I just put.
Smart, laughy face, laughy face, laughy face.
No.
What, Eddie?
Don't miss Mike's live with Moses and Adam and Eve this Saturday at Brother John's Biblical Bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Eddie, you're funny, Eddie. Now, you can see how I did that. I just cut those in little bitty wedges. All right, so now, who's in?
Van.
Van? Howdy, Van. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show.
Did you go look, Eddie?
Yeah, I saw a plane. Is that it?
Plane.
Literally just, there's a little plane that says paper engineer, we're almost ready.
Yes. That's just the. Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. That's the beginning. Yeah.
Now, I need some more of this, because what I have to do is I have to cut little bitty strips off of here and to be able to tape them wheels up, because this has to This has to fit together good so that you
Michael, no.
say what?
No, I was asking if that's someone you might know.
Who?
Jacob Long.
Jacob? I know some Jacobs, but I don't know if it's the same one or not.
I know him. That's what I mentioned him.
Okay.
And you bring these up. You just keep bringing your edges up. Oh no, doggone it. I touched the... Oh, wow, that's not good. Oh yeah, that's not good. Come on, let go. Let go, let go, let go. Get that out of the way. All right, got that. And what I did was I put this packing tape over here on the edge of my table so I can just go ahead and cut little strips off of it. And then you just keep moving stuff up and putting it in place with some packing tape. It works really, really good, you guys, to fix anything that, like this. All right, packing tape is just amazing for that.
I've got a new name now, Mike. I'm Grant Gonzalez.
Oh, really? Well, Mr. Gonzalez, welcome to the phone show.
I don't sound like a Gonzalez.
No, you do not. Anyway,
British.
now
British
I'm ready. If we get some sunny weather and this rain goes away, I can paint this chassis gold because it has to match this, which is gold and black. So I will do accent pieces in black, of course, but the gold is what is going to be the chassis. Because here's the deal. This is a monster truck, all right? It's going to look like this with Master Chief in it. Yeah.
Mike, someone so high they thought those were donuts.
They're what?
Someone is so high they thought those wheels were donuts.
Oh, it's donuts, huh? What, are you a Simpsons fan? Because Homer loves donuts. Yeah, you may not want to, may not want to have any more of whatever it is you're having. Because if those look like donuts to you, uh-oh. All right, you guys. Well, I got to lower this back down a little bit. There we go. Now, as I showed you way back a couple weeks ago, there's this piece right here. All right. What this is this is the turret to the big gun. So now what I have to do is I have to start figuring out what a Halo big gun looks like. And I forgot to bring up some pictures. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, humbug, Shazbot, you know, all them other kind of words. Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, I definitely need to get a Halo Gauss rifle pulled up on my pooter here. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I will answer any questions you have while I am looking up this Halo piece that I need to look up. HALO Warthog pictures. There it is right there. So it's easy for me to bring up because I've been looking at these for a while now. And on my laptop, they just bring them right up. Okay.
The donut lover loves your work.
Ah, thank you, Donut. Thank you very much. Okay, so, now, well, I should turn this light off. Hold on, you guys. I got to turn this light off behind me. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. Get out of the way. Okay, hold on, you guys. It won't take long. I got to just pull the switch here because I got to show you something kind of important. All right.
GJ is late because they turned their clocks back an hour of the weekend.
The clocks changed?
Daylight savings.
When's that happening?
It happened in England this weekend.
Oh, so ours will probably happen tomorrow. Anyway, I take that piece off, and I take this and move it up here. Okay, what this is this is actually the battery compartment. Now, I've tried to figure out different ways I could do this. There are none. So, there is that.
What is that red thing on your belt chain, keychain?
Oh, this red thing is this is a Milwaukee 6-foot tape measure. Because the thing is, there's many times people are going, well, dang, how long is that? Well, I pull out my tape measure, it's 7 inches. Okay, and I have other things on my other keychain here. This one here, my dad had this level. I got it when he passed on. I can put this level on anything right away and get level. And so that's
Bishop is in.
Bishop. Howdy, Bishop.
It's an Eddie.
Now, let me put this back in here.
DJ.
Move this back down here.
GJ locked on.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to step on your toes.
That's okay. Toes are meant to be stepped on. I know. And there is that. Now, here's what we got. We have got lights. You can't see anything inside here because I've covered it all up. But I don't know if I can. Oh, yeah. In the dash. There they are. You can see them. I got fiber optics in the dash. When the finger is off there, it actually has a shielded front windscreen. Now,
Rocket is in.
howdy, Rocket. Nice to see you. I made these lights using a Sharpie. I took the back of a Sharpie, I had 3 of them, and I wrapped them with toilet paper and Elmer's glue and let them dry. Then I coated them again, and then I let those dry. Then I coated them again. And 3 layers. Then I sanded them all down and coated them again. And what that has done is that created headlights. Now I took those spotlights and I put chromium paint pen right here, chromium paint pen, and that's what I used to get the reflectiveness of those lights, and they work exceedingly well. And so anyway, that's what you can do with paper. All right, now I want to do a shielded gun. Okay, so I know that opens straight up there, so I don't have to worry about it. Now what I'm going to do, this is my turret. All right, this is what I'm going to use as a turret. Now this piece right here goes all the way through. It is bamboo. The reason I use bamboo is because it's super strong and lightweight. So now I've got this, it turns well. So what I have to do now is start building the body of this. And since it's a square bodied gun mount, I should be able to work this really well. Okay, so what I need to do is I need some paper over here. There's some. Yeah, here's some more. Okay, so now I've got these. These are pretty heavy cardstock or chipboard. So what do I want? I want that inside of there. Okay, what I have to do is I have to measure this now because this this sits inside the body, but not much. So 3 inches. That's too big. 2 inches. That's better. No. No. And you have to, with doing this, you have to extrapolate what you think is going to be the best size. So 2.5, I think, is what I need to do, is 2.5. Because it's an 1.25 inches right here, and another 1.25 inches. So 2.5 inches. All right, so is that going to work? That will not work. But this one will. So will that one. Anyway, okay, so we're going to go with 2.5 inches.
Someone
Because-
says they're going to try and build a Mad Max type car soon.
Oh, that's so cool. I've been watching Mad Max since 77 or 78 when the first one came out, back in the day with Mel Gibson. Back when he was young, and I was too. Contrary to prior belief, I did not pop out this old. And I know Eddie's been showing you pictures on Discord of me being around when Noel was around, and Darth Vader. So I've kind of covered the entire spectrum. Okay, so now I know with this that the Master Chief has to stand back here. All right, he has to stand back in here. So that means this armor for this gun has to have a notch cut in it like this. And so now I think that should be that far ahead. And that is going to protect him. So I've already got lines put on this that are square with the box, with what I built earlier. And so we just cut this off like so. Yep. Now this is going to turn like this. Okay, this is how this is all going to work out. So now I need center point. That would be 1.25. Right there is center point. And now we take this hole punch right here.
We finally found out Rocket's age. He's turning 26 in November.
Ah, 26 in November? Shoot. I was born in November too. My birthday is the 6th. All right, that's all I did, is I roughly cut that out. Now, what we do is we go over here, and I grab my Dremel stuff, and now this is a hone for doing valves and stuff like that with cars. Now, the cool thing about it is I can use it to make this hole perfectly round, or as perfectly round as I need it, and then stick this in here. Not enough. I couldn't hear what you said. Had the Dremel on.
I can't hear the Dremel in Zoom. That's weird.
Yeah. Now, that fits.
Wolfdog turns 13 in November.
Oh, 13 in November. Awesome news.
And you've got a Malayan in here as well.
Oh, welcome to the show. Now, this is what I've got. You can see how this works. So, that works really good. And one thing I got to do is I want to make sure that I don't get the front and the back mixed up. So, as you can see, I put a little pointer on there, because now I have to glue this in place. And the easiest way to do that is adhesion and cohesion. Everybody, it's a very big term. Some of you probably are not going to be familiar with it, but some of you are. Adhesion and cohesion. What that is I get glue on both parts, And then,
Mike, the next thing, please bring up the Star Destroyer if you don't mind.
yeah, I don't, doggone it. You got to keep the glue off your fingers. I got glue on everything now, and I didn't want to do that. Now this goes back in here, and I push it down.
Mike, we've had this discussion. Stop putting glue on your top lip.
Yeah, well, I try not to do that. I really do. It makes it very difficult for massaging things. Now, what we have got this here going on, now you can see how this is going to work. All right, this is the turret. Now, what I'm going to build on here is the deflector sheets of steel that bounce everything off of it. And so now that has to dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to show you guys something. I have got a Star Destroyer, everybody. 11,390 pieces of paper. It's absolutely huge. And it has a Easter egg hiding on it. It took 536 hours to build this baby. 32 inches long, weighs 3.5 pounds. Okay, look at this. Okay, you can't do this with a Lego. Okay, Legos explode when you do that. What'd you say, Eddie? The guns, the quad laser cannons, are the matching set on the other side. Otherwise, most everything except for the deflector arrays for the bridge, they are all different pieces. I made literally thousands and thousands of different parts for this. Now, earlier today I was showing you how to make a thruster, okay, like this. And I used I used a bottle cap to make the thruster look. Okay, see this? Now I'll show you something. See these right here? Those are made the exact same way. This ship is where I learned how to do that forming, because I needed it to look like thrusters. And so that's one of the cool things about building with paper. Once you start learning all the neat things you can do with it, it doesn't matter what it is. You can basically build anything you want. But you have to learn it. It takes time to learn. I've been doing this now for 16 years. I start my 17th year in January. And so, and it doesn't matter what it is, you guys.
You put the camera back down, Mike.
As soon as I'm done showing stuff.
The other view is better, Mike,
Other view is better of what?
when you put the camera down.
I can't show this with the camera down. It's too tall. And there. That is what you can do with recycled paper. I made this A-wing using this die-cast A-wing as a template. This is 3 inches. So I times it by 3 and made a 9-inch one. And the thrusters, those are a Pepsi bottle cap that I used to build these thrusters with. You don't have to make spaceships. Nah, you can do cars too. This is, as you know,
Mike, someone wants to know where they can learn to do this.
you want to learn how to do this. I have a show. I come on Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And if you start a bronze membership, they're $2.98. You can get the tutorials on how to make little things. Once you start making the little stuff, then you can build anything you want. Because it doesn't really matter what you want to build once you start learning how to do this. Or you can just come to my show Monday through Friday, ask a lot of questions, start playing with some chipboard. All right? Not particle board, you guys, chipboard. This is chipboard right here. Looks like cardboard. It is not. You can't do this with cardboard. But it's free. The building materials come right out of your house for free. Doesn't matter what kind of chipboard it is. Look at this chipboard. This works too. And so, I have never bought building material. The stuff I get it for free in my house. Every day I eat something that it comes in a box of some kind. Cardboard will not work, you guys. Do not think you can use cardboard. It will not work. But anyway,
I want to know, is cardboard made of chipboard?
no, cardboard is not made of chipboard. All right, how they make cardboard? They pleat it like this. This thin paper. They got a sheet in the front, a sheet in the back, and they got the crinkled stuff inside. Just like that. Okay? Woo, 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 all the way through it. It will not work for building this cool stuff. You have to use specific paper. The specific paper is free. Doesn't cost you anything. Shoot, recyclers got it by the ton. All right, now you saw me use this.
Sent you $13.99.
Oh, thank you, Rocket. Oh, thank you, Rocket, very much. And anyway.
GJ says the Rams on the dozer look really real.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. The cool thing was, before my father passed away, my sister sent me his manual for his 550 John Deere. And what I did was, I just took the manual and I started building the parts to just like the manual showed them. It's just like this grill work. I laced that all together with beading thread and nylon beading thread. I used part of a straw to make the thing for the muffler to protect it. It's just you have to learn how to make stuff. And once you start doing this, if you enjoy it, you will learn how to make all kinds of really, really cool stuff. It doesn't matter what it is. Take this for instance. This is a Abrams tank.
Rocket says that the dozer is his creation.
It's pretty nice. I love that one, Rocket, very much. I want to make a track hoe, and that might be something I should do next year, is make a track hoe, because that would let you guys see how to make tracks and hydraulics, things like that. So anyway, this is the cool stuff you can do with recycled paper. You can see down inside here, I used lined paper for that front section. Uh-oh, don't do that. That's dumb. You might like droids. I have this really cool R2 unit here. Now, this was the only thing somebody broke of mine. I was showing people how this leg works, how this comes out and sticks there. Well, one of the guys that was looking at it pulled on it and sprung the spring. I was really mad for a minute. Then I realized, what the heck? If this was broke 20, 30 years from now, how do I fix that? And so anyway, I cut the bottom off and took this out. And then I fixed the spring, put a new spring in it, and I made a retainer, braided nylon line and a crossbar. The crossbar runs through here where his legs are. And then I tied that nylon line to it, and then I tied the nylon line to this foot. And so it could not be pulled out again. I like Doctor Who. Daleks, very good piece from Doctor Who. I made 5 of these. Yep, this is the prototype, number 1. You might like aircraft. Okay, well, you can build aircraft too. This is probably the coolest stand I've ever built. It looks like something you would see at the Museum of Flight. I know, because over at Joint Base Lewis McCord, they've got one of these on a stand just exactly like this. Very cool. Now, you want to play with your toys. They're super strong, you guys. And so, Swept Wing, oh yeah, you can do it.
Rocket cent, $7.
Oh, thank you, Rocket. Salute.
Um,
Anyway,
Mike, can you move the camera lower? Just a little bit lower, close to the workbench. Perfect.
okay. And so, this is what you can do with paper. And you guys, look at this. I teach you how to build structurally correct. If you build structurally correct, all your builds will be tough. You'll be able to do a lot of things with them. You'll be able to play with them. And the coolest thing about it is, if you break one, they're easy to fix. They're made out of paper. All you have to do is glue it back together. And I have broken them.
Mike,
Say what?
Rocket just gave you $2.79.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Rocket. Not yet. It's close. We're at 17. So, now, this is what I got to do next. Is I've got to try and figure out how to build this. That is the front. That is good. Now what I have to do is let's do this.
DJ says something flying around over his house. Sounds similar to what you shot.
Oh yeah, F-14s.
Did you calculate it, Eddie?
did I what?
My YouTube's completely out. It's doing nothing.
What do you want me to read?
No, just calculate.
That's 20.
Yeah, that's what I said as well.
No, it's not. I have the running total right here on my phone. It's 17.
Well, all the other ones you were doing last week were, but that was equal to it, so.
No, they weren't. And that's what I was trying to explain last week. I have the running totals right in front of me. And Rocket is close, let me tell you. All right, now I want this to look right, but still be strong enough to withstand a lot of playing with. And so I can't cut this out real close. But what I can do is I can go here, grab a circle template, see what size I got. Right there. That's good. All right, here we go. These little scissors, these little Fiskars, well, I tell you what, they are the best for cutting out this little stuff.
at 100 likes.
We're at 100 likes, you guys. If you know something I've built that you would like to see, I will show you. All right, now, what this is, when I've got this on here, all right, and this is on here. Okay, back here is where they stand. And they need this to be able to swivel around so that they can get gun sights on different things in front of them and off to the left and the right.
Joy is in.
Hi, Joy. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Now, I also want this to deflect things. Okay, so I don't want this absolutely square. I want this a little bit angled. And so we're going to go in a 1/2 inch on this over here and a 1/2 inch over here. Now I happen to know those lines are pretty straight with what I want. So I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go over here like that. Now, this is what it's beginning to look like. I will put metal facing edge around this. Now, these pieces that I'm cutting off of here might not work for anything. Well, this definitely will not. That goes in the garbage. But I have got upright pieces that are going to go on here, and that means that gun barrel is going to be sitting in there just like that. Okay, so now I want to cut a piece here. Now I'm using some very dense cardstock. Now this chipboard that I'm using right now, this stuff came out of a freezer box. All right, now freezer box material happens to be very dense cardstock. Just a smidge over 1.5 inches. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here 1.5 inches and just a touch over it. Now, once I start my cut, I don't have to put a line on it because I'll put my scissors right onto the mark ahead. And so that will cut this absolutely straight. As you can see, this is a freezer box. Now I will put this outsized. But I have to do some more stuff to this first. I have to figure out. What's that, Eddie?
Some people want to see the Avalon.
The Avalon? Okay, I can show the Avalon. It's in the back. I'll go get it. Okay, everybody, hold on. I'm going to bring up the Avalon. All right, now, in the back of the shed here, my office, I have got the Avalon. This is a very unique build. It was very difficult to get the living quarters on the Avalon to work out. But this is the ion engine.
You got an hour, Mike.
1 hour left in the show, you guys, and I gotta go. These, I use greebles to make this. Yeah.
I'm going to donate another $3.
Ow! Okay. All right, Rocket. Hey, I got to do Rocket a twerk. Just a second, I'll finish showing this. Okay, you guys. This is the Avalon. These wings, yeah, they were a fun part of the build. This is the deflector that failed in the movie Passengers. Highly recommend seeing that movie if you get a chance. Passengers, the movie. Very, very cool, this build. All right. Thank you, Rocket. Thank you very much for your support.
Turkey turkey time.
Yeah, and it's only, you know, it's only $19. But that's okay, because Rocket deserves this. Thank you, Rocket, very much. Okay, now I got to bring the phone back down, and I got to change the angle on the phone, which I can do all this. Okay. Thank you, Rocket, very much. I appreciate all your help. All right, you guys. This is what I do when people put up $20. We call it twerking for 20s. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. This is the first one of the day, everybody. So I got to loosen up for this and get ready. And twerky, twerky, twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, 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 jerk. Twerk, 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 twerk. Twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, 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 twerk. Thank you, Rocket. Twerk, 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 twerk. Twerk, 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 twerk. Okay, you guys. There we go. Thank you, Rocket.
There's another $3 from Rocket.
Oh,
But here's an extra little bit to cover what I owe.
thank you, Rocket, very much. And you don't owe me anything. Believe that. So, thank you, Rocket. I appreciate your help, every bit of it. All right, you guys. Now it is back to building. Now, what you watch me do in this show is you watch me take paper like this, what I'm doing right here, and I build things like this. Or like this. This is all from chipboard. Now, this is the front part of this blast screen. All right, so now I need, yeah, okay. So I have got to take this down to, there has to be, now you can make these in one piece, or you can break them up and build them as different parts. Now this part, see, this has to have a gun mount. The gun has to go through here like this. All right, that's what this has to do. The gun has to go through there. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this as a base and glue it in and get it all fabricated so that it's very strong. And then I'll add pieces to it. All right, so now this has to go on here like so. Well, I cut these corners off like this. Well, as it turns out, these corners make very good gussets. I can glue them here, I can glue this onto here, and this will help form this straight up and down. So now, and I want this to stick really well. I don't want any of this biodegradable paint on here to mess up with the glue. So I take some more of this paint off, just like that. Now, I tell you all the time, adhesion and cohesion. All right, so we're going to put this on here just like that. And now I'm going to take it and I'm going to rub it back and forth on here, and I'm going to get good glue onto both pieces. Then you let it set up just a little tiny bit, because what it's doing now is it is bonding to the paper extremely well. Now this is my cutting board. It is also very straight. It sits on my desktop here, and now I'm holding this into place. And I can push it on that so that it won't glue to this piece of paper, but it will glue to these. That's what we've got so far. And so now I'm going to put these on. Before I do that though, I want to take this sanding block and I'm going to sand this down. Not much. I'm just taking a little tiny bit of it off, because what it does is it gives you a better bond. It's square.
Hello, sir.
Well, how are you doing? Welcome to the phone show. Tweezers. They come in very handy for building this stuff. And now we want that right there like so. And I need to push it forward just a tiny bit so that that makes an absolutely beautiful corner. You can see how this is working. This is what you have to do. You have to build structurally correct. And one of the ways to build structurally correct is to build structurally sound. And that means you have to use building principles from all over the world. I do. I've learned things when I was in the Philippines in the Navy. I've learned stuff in my entire life. I have always built things.
Edrich is leaving and said he wants to hear hot tamales before he leaves.
All right, Edrich. We can do that. Here we go, everybody. This is kind of fun. Well, I think it is anyway. Get your hot tamales here, everyone. Hot off the grill. You know, fresh and hot. You roll them in corn skin and fry them, bake them. That's it. Hot tamales, everyone. And say, if you got a sweet tooth and you want a hot tamale, well, guess what? They come in a bag or a box. Hot tamales, everybody. Get them while they're hot. Thank you for joining the phone show. Now, I want to put the other side on. Now, you notice these are a little bit tall, okay? They're a little taller than I need. That's because these outer parts come up higher to have the deflection that you need for your deflecting weapons fire. There. Now, when this goes on over here, see what's happening now? You're starting to build your deflector for your big gun mount.
Will the wheels function? I mean, the whole vehicle, will it move?
Yes. Once I get these this paper off here, but you can see they roll. And so, yeah, it will be a coaster vehicle. It's not going to have any electric motors in it or anything. The only electrics in it right now are the lights. That's it. Now, you can't really see it, but behind here, now the folks that were watching me build this, they know all the wiring and the fiber optics are behind the interior sections. It's just like any vehicle that you build. All your wiring has to be safe and can't be, you can't destroy it by punching holes in things. But anyway, this is where I'm at right now. So now we just add some more parts to that. Okay, so now this, I built these last week, 2 weeks ago now. These here, this is going to be the big gun. Now those go on there like that, but I think I need to make them a little bit bigger than that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, this is going to be the gun. Say what, Eddie?
Were you a CB?
I was not a CB. I was a parachute rigger in the Navy. I worked all survival equipment. But anyway, that's how those are supposed to go together, and I think that's going to be like perfect. Okay, so now, here's a little trick I learned. As you can see, there's a seam right there on the paper. Well, if you want your seams of paper to disappear, then you glue those together. You glue the two seams together, and they vanish.
I'm a stagehand rigger. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, that's cool. And so now I make sure they're the same length. And then there's the seam right there. And I want that inside. So now we put a little bit of this bonding agent on here like so. And now I put that right there just like that. And that will, once that's dry, then you start building the exterior of that gun. All right, so I'll set that down. That has got to dry. And it's all, here, I'll show you how this is going to kind of look. It's going to be here like this. All right, now I have to build the swivel on this so that it can go up and down as well. And it's going to have to turn. So there's a lot of more building that you have to do to get this right. Okay, whoop, I got to have that back. Now, I'm going to lay this on here just like this because that is a 1/2 inch wide. That means I got to have some rolling room. So I'm going to go 5 5/8. All right, now 5/8. Here, give me this back. 5/8. It's going to be about, well, that's a centimeter, almost and half, a little bit more than a half. So that is like 5, 10, 15, 16 millimeters. I should actually start building things with the metric system instead of using Old English American. All right, so now I need a center line on this piece. All right, so center line here. There we go. Oh, that was too much. Okay, can't do that. All right, that's pretty darn close. Okay, this is very close to center. All right, so now I know that I've got a 1/2 inch, basically a little bit more than a 1/2 inch that I have to work with. All right, so we're gonna go just a little more than a 1/2 inch right there and right there. Okay, so what I've got here, this is where the cutout is for the gun. So that means I need to make this upright piece here, and that has to be 2, 4, 6, 7/16 of an inch, which is like, let me see, 7/16. That would be a centimeter, basically a centimeter. Okay, so uh-oh, I'm running out of this paper. Okay, wait. Is that? Oh, that's different. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to start using this. This is some fairly heavy cardstock here. So let's do this. I want to make sure that I've got a square cut. Because if you do not make sure that your pieces are square, your cuts will be off, and they get worse and worse as you go. You can see it was not square. And I learned a long time ago, if you do not start with square cuts, your build gets farther and farther off the more you go.
All right, bud, what you making?
I am building the turret for the Warthog, the HALO Warthog monster truck. That's what I'm working on right now, which means I got to make the gun mount, and that's what I'm working on at this point, is getting that all closed in. All right, so there is that. And the nice thing is I take large pieces of chipboard and I start making them smaller. Now this is a dual staged. That has to be there. All right, now all I need with this piece is I need it to be that tall right there, which is just a little, yeah, I better go with that. 3/8 of an inch. So let's go 3/8, and you just extrapolate the best you can at distances. As long as your pieces that you cut look like the piece that you're putting on next to it, it doesn't matter if it's a fraction off. And so this piece now will go on to here. Get your Elmer's glue on here, or PVA. And basically what you are doing is you are just building right on top of something else. what I do right now, when your scissors go together, they cut like this. Okay, scissors cut like this. All right, that means they shear these things off and they're not square. And so what I do by taking the sandpaper, sand block, and doing this is, it's making this edge more square. And you can see this piece goes on right like so. With a model kit, these parts, they all fit together custom fit together, because they're manufactured in a 50-ton press where they squeeze the plastic into the die. And that will give you all of these pieces, then will come off your tree, your model tree, and you just put them together. With paper engineering, you end up having to, you have to build everything yourself. And it doesn't matter what it is if you want to build it. It just takes learning this and learning how to do stuff like this. 30 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow, an hour and a half earlier, but this is where the gun is going to sit in here. Uh-oh. That's going to be up there like that. Huh. Okay. I think, looking at the picture of this, this piece is too low. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, because it's paper, you just add a piece to it. Okay, so now I want to just add that on there. And what it does is it adds a lot more strength to whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to measure that. That is 3/4 of an inch. Yep. Okay, so now I want to add 3/4 of an inch. That's the cool thing about building. You have to look at your pictures. I got pictures on my laptop, is what I have that I'm building with. Start back here, and then you tip it up to where your mark is, and you just stay right on that mark, and it cuts a perfectly straight cut. And now, since I want to glue it onto there, we're going to take that, clean these edges up, because they're the ones this stuff will attach to. And now, I am going to add some Elmer's here and here, like that. Stay on there.
I donated $27.99.
What?
Eddie's parents got a hold of my phone and granted me like $28.
Oh, Rocket. Thank you, Rocket. I'll be right to that. Hold on. And now, because this is flat down here, I'm going to add this right onto there like that. Uh-oh. That needs to be turned just a little bit. And that goes on there just like that. And now, what we do is we take one of these here little pieces of wood over here. Oh, come on, out. Thank you very much. We put it on here just like this. And then I take these right here. And I clamp that on. Okay, now what these do, I got all kinds of clamps and rubber bands and stuff like that. What that does is, that allows that to bond without you holding on to it. Okay, we got to handle this. Thank you, Rocket. That is amazing. Thank you, Rocket. All right, everybody. This is what I do. I twerk for 20s, everybody. That's because I'm old and I don't know what a twerk is. But I'm doing my best impression of a twerk. And if this impresses you, oh, that is fantastic news. It impresses me that I can even do this. And so thank you, Rocket. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Twerky twerk, 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 twerk. Twerky twerk, twerky twerk, twerky 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 jerk, twerk, 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 twerk. Yeah, thank you, Rocket. Twerky twerky twerk, twerky 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 jerk, twerky jerk, twerk, twerk, twerky jerk, twerky jerk, twerky 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 jerk, 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 jerk. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the phone show, everyone. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. It helps the business a lot. Thank you, Rocket. Okay, back to work. All right, now take those off of there. And now this raised that up. Because see, what I'm looking at is how does this all sit together on here like this and work with the lights. Okay, so now, yeah, now I got it. All right, that's high enough up that actually looks good. Okay, and still, of course, this turns just like it's supposed to turn. Because it is a turreted weapon. Okay, so we got that. Let that dry some more. And now I probably need to do this, which means those are glued together well. So now I have to add back here. Oh, wow, that is really cool. That looks just perfect. Okay. All right. Now, I made these a while back when I was building the chassis. All right, I made a whole lot of these. I still have this one left over, and I have some smaller pieces of it somewhere. Wait a second. Have I got them in here? Oh, look at this. Look at this. I got that one, and I got that one. Okay, I don't need to cut down my big one. I've got these little ones I can do. At least I think that'll go on there. Oh yeah, it will. All right, so what?
Somebody said good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Good morning. What are you in the? Well, let me see. It'd be good morning in parts of Africa. It'd be good morning in India. It would be good morning down there in Australia or New Zealand.
There were some good plastic pieces missing from a board game at the school. My aunt volunteers at it. I did my best impersonation of Mike and made them out of paper. Super fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that is just so cool. All right, now we look at over here and see, this is where designing stuff keeps working. That's fantastic you made those parts. The gun's got to be out about that far. So that means right where I'm hanging on to this is about where I need to do this. Okay, so here we go. Now let's see what we got. All right. All right, so I'm going to make them 1 inch. About, I guess, that would be 10 centimeters, roughly. Okay, now, once I have those, then I go over here to my diamond wheel. This is a Bauer Dremel. I should say a Bauer rotary tool. And now we just slowly turn this and cut. And
Says I'm good. They couldn't find any cancer on my last scan. We've been kicking his ass super hard.
oh, that's fantastic news. Thank you, number one, for watching over the paper army.
Back from Japan. How are things here?
Things here are doing good. Staying busy.
Help you with the wiring, Mike.
Say what?
He's the one that helped you with your wiring.
Yeah, Efren was. Yeah. Well, hey, just a second, Efren. I'll show you where we're at. Now, hold on a second. I'll show you something right here. Take that out, and I'll see. And I think you can see it. The fiber optics. It's very hard to see. At least for me, it is. Anyway, the fiber optics turned out really good. And now I'm working on the turret for the gun. And the
Panel fiber.
what?
Nice control panel fiber.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, they actually look really good. And like right now, I can look at them and I can see them really well. So they turned out well. And I'm still learning. That's only the second time I've used fiber optics. So I still have a lot to learn. And now that I have these three pieces done, not quite, it's close. All right.
I should do more practical work. I do things the lazy way too much. I just design on the computer and then turn it on my 3D printer.
Well, if you want to do stuff yourself, it's easy to do. You just have to start practicing. 3D printers have their functions. They definitely do. But
I only have 7 years left to live, but I am sitting and watching you as much as I can, brother.
wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you outlive everybody's expectations. Number one, watch over that young person and give them more than 7 years. All right, now, uh-oh, that one's tight. Okay, that's all right. We just expand that a little tiny bit and contract this, shrink this up. There we go. And that went in there just like that. Now these are strong enough you don't even need to put glue on them. You can, but you don't need to. They fit in there tight. Now, there it is. Now I want to accent this, so what I'm going to do is I am going to figure out what color I need to paint this. I think it's gold. So I'll paint this gold, and then I'll take some black paper like this right here, and I will wrap it around the outside like so. And that will make the accent pieces and make it look more like a rotary cannon. Okay, unfortunately, I can't do any more with this until I do that. I don't need that garbage. So now what you've got is there is the gun. You can see how that is going to sit in there. Now, as you notice, I'm just building these pieces one at a time. I just start working on it, start adding to it. Okay, I can't do any more with that. I got to paint it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add some parts in here, because you want to make this as strong as absolutely possible.
It's gonna look dope when it's done.
Yes, you are correct. It is going to look fantastic when it's done. It's not looking too bad now. Yeah, it's looking okay now. The lights all come on. The dash lights work. I don't know, you might even be able to see them better if I don't turn the lights out.
How do you get the proportions so perfect?
Well, how do I get my proportions? Well, I started with a picture, and that means I had a shadow form. All right, now, if you've watched me build these, and I will start a new build soon. As soon as this one is done, I'm going to start a new build. I show you how to do all that. It is just starting with a shadow form like this. This is the shadow form to this build. All right, that means this centerpiece right down through here, and I think you can see parts of it here, here, along here, this part, that all started from this center piece that went all the way down here, this part right there. And you just start building onto everything from there. It's amazing what you can do with paper, but it takes a little bit of dedication to working with paper. And now this piece goes in here, just like that.
$20.
20 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. Okay. You might have small variances in what you're building. Don't worry about that. You can fix all of those over time with your build. You just have to know if you have a small variance somewhere, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, I cut this piece off flush here. Well, this little piece I got on over here is a little bit shorter. Okay, that's not going to be a problem, because what happens is, as you're building, you can fudge a width of a piece of paper. I just lifted it up a teeny tiny bit. And what that does is, when that dries, they're both going to be flush like that, and you can close this thing in. Now, because I used very rigid paper, all I have to do now is cut a piece that goes in here and put it on. And the thing is, I can, this is, as you can see, this is the bottom of a Pepsi box. Okay, well, that doesn't matter because this is interior stuff. This is all going to disappear.
Keep small talk going on.
Yep. All right, now, because I am very meticulous with what I do, I just took and I'm going to cut this little teeny tiny piece out so that it will fit better. Because this, now this will fit in here more perfect, so that once it glues in here, it becomes a better bond. All right, now I need to take this out of here. Now, something that's easy to do. I've got, where'd I put it? Oh, darn, there it is. This little hole punch, I will just punch that out, take the edge off that right there, take the edge off it right over there. And now we put this in place. And there, and I didn't even need to do that really, because this is the top of the turret. It doesn't stick up. This is what I built right in front of you. And it all is structurally correct. Now, if you want to make it stronger, you put a piece right in here. But you don't need to do that with a piece like this, because it is super lightweight, and you're going to be able to make it function just perfect without having to really cut things down. Now, I know that I want to take this off of here, though. All right, because I might want to build something in there. And so I just take that, go there, go right to that corner, go from this corner right to there. And now this piece will go in here just like this. And it is ready to glue in place. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now what we do, I'm gonna glue it here.
We're reading the screen, Mike.
What?
Small talk.
No, I'm not worried, Eddie. I got it. All right, you guys, here we go. And now I want to take that and stick it underneath there and push that back into place. Yep, come on. Come on, stay there.
Mike, tell Rocket that we only asked for his address because he's a valued member, and we'd like to show him his appreciation.
Yes, Rocket, absolutely. That is the only reason we would ask for your address, is because you're a very good paper and Army person. You do a lot for the show, and we do want to show some appreciation, Rocket. So thank you very much. But other than that, that's the only reason. When you build the way I'm teaching you how to build, you can make some amazing things out of paper. Why is that slipping? Quit doing that. And so, you're watching me build a turret. Everything I make, everything, is built this exact same way. You have to build your structures, and they have to be strong enough to take a lot of abuse. Well, when this all dries, this turret will be amazingly strong. Now what I have to do is I have to cut the side pieces for it.
Well, that shit's all ran over the edge.
What? What'd you do, Eddie?
I said Grant's pregnant, that's why he quit reading the mic.
Well, I don't think that would affect it, Eddie. Okay, now these wings, they have to be built the same absolute way that everything else is being built. Aw, it's Jackson being an idiot, Eddie.
He stopped. Wait, he stopped.
Maybe he stopped?
Maybe it was a glitch.
Yep, okay.
Rocket said, holy hell, the mods are actually amazing here. Eddie, Grant, Nat, Honey, Derek, and everyone I forgot.
Yeah, yes, Rocket, they are. I have the best mods on YouTube, and I like to believe that I got the best show on YouTube. And granted, there's a lot of very big creators out there. I am doing my best to create more. Oh, Rocket?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rocket, very much. And I cut that out to show you how to cut that out, but I didn't need to. That is all going to be closed in. Okay, so that has to go up to there. That means this has to actually be taller than that. But that's okay. Adding definition to it is easy.
10 minutes.
10 minutes of the show left, you guys. I wish you guys would let me read for 10 minutes.
Nope, you got 5.
Yeah, bleh. All right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm making a part. Okay, so now I need to know how wide this is. Wow, that is just under 5. I mean, just under an inch. Okay. All right, so let's make it an inch. And we'll cut an inch off of this, and then I'll use up the inch pieces, make them smaller if need be. All right.
Derek Jean is not my lover. Just had to put some reference to that song. Rockevis donated another $27.99.
Oh.
Someone please tell me what Mike is sending me.
And
Not telling him, Mike.
no, I can't tell you, Rocket. No, heck no. Thank you, Rocket. Awesome sauce. I'm going to send you an autographed letter as well. Oh, nice one. Okay, you guys, you know the drill. That's it. It's the end of the show. Thank you, Rocket. Oh, man. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys, this is Rocket's Twerk for Rocket. Hey, twerky, twerky, twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, 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 jerk, twerk, 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 twerky, jerk. Rocket, thank you. Turkey, twerk, twerky, twerk, 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 twerky, 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 twerk, 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 twerk. Thank you, Rocket. Twerk, twerk, twerk.
Mike, you got a piece of toilet paper hanging from your pants.
Say what, Eddie?
You got a piece of toilet paper hanging from your pants.
No, I don't. Yeah, sorry, Jackson. If you're laughing at me, Jackson, that's fine. If you're laughing with me, that's fine too. Just remember, if you come into the show and you're laughing, it's a good thing. Because this is fun. I don't know what a twerk is. You kidding me? I'm 72 years old. So I don't even know if I'm doing that right.
I told Scovy Squad, because that's Joy's husband. I called him Mr. Joy. He said, it's funny you said that. I actually took her last name when we married.
Wow, that's cool. All right, now that...
Turned a brain rot channel for a few moments.
What's that?
It just turned into a brain rot channel for a few minutes.
Brain rot? No.
Rocket just donated another $7. If you don't laugh, you aren't having fun.
That's it, Rocket. Absolutely correct. All right, now you can see what I'm doing right here. Hey, everybody. There's only 6 minutes of the show left. I hope that you're having a good time. And I hope that you enjoy coming to my phone show. I do this Monday through Friday.
Somebody said, not sure about brain rot. Ass rot, maybe. Not sure.
That was a good comment. Ass rot. Well, I took a shower this morning, so I'm pretty sure my ass is not rotten. Matter of fact, I take a shower every morning. It's good for you. Stay clean.
All right, Mike, stop, drop, put him down, open up shop. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's how Rough Riders roll.
Rough Riders roll.
Have your fun.
Howdy, everyone. The last 5 minutes of the show, I get to talk to people. Thank you, Natalie. Derek, thank you very much. Honey Bunny, you're awesome.
Read what Rocket said.
Yes, Rocket is correct. The mods help out a huge amount, you guys, because I'm busy building. You know, and showing you. I showed you how to make this turret so far, and that's the cool thing about this. All this building you can do yourself. What? What happened to Grant's surname? Oh, no. Absolutely, Natalie. Thank you for being here. Herman? Salute, Herman. I'm glad you made the show. And I hope you all had a good 2 hours. Because if 2 hours in your day can be a little bit better, That is awesome. What?
Damn.
Whoa, what? Oh, gee. Oh.
That's another one.
Rocket, you're helping out a lot. Thank you very much. That means I'm going to go ahead and blast out another one, you guys. Here it is. This is for Rocket. He has been supporting us a lot, and that is fantastic. Twerky, twerky, twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk. Thank you, Rocket, for your help. It is amazing. Twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, jerky, jerky, twerk, 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 twerk. Thank you, Rocket. Thank you very much. It's okay. It's the end of the show. Jackson, you'll survive it. Don't worry. You'll be okay, Jackson. I promise. Thank you, squad. Thank you very much.
I think Ross is trying to get started.
Well, that's like 250,000 twerks for me. That's all right, Jackson. Don't let it scare you. I didn't break nothing. Oh, geez, Rocket. Oh, thank you.
Ray B's in. Ray B's in.
Ray B. Nice to see you, Ray B. Sorry you caught the end of the show. There's only 2 minutes left. Bye, Natalie. Take care. I'll be back tomorrow, Rocket. Thank you very much. Coming to a phone show near you tomorrow. Oh, geez, Rocket. What are you trying to do? Get another one at the end of the show? Thank you, Rocket. Awesome sauce.
Me and Derek are getting married.
Oh, really, Eddie? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said, yeah.
I know, squad. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, I got set times I have to do this. It's like it's just like a television show, except it's done with a phone. In other words, I have to do the show according to the time frames that we set for it. I learned this in broadcast school back in the 80s. And so
1 minute.
oh,
Another donation.
thank you, Rocket. Oh, man. Doggone it. Oh, shoot. Well, I tell you what. Making Eddie and Grant get help. Grant, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. Okay, Rocket, you got it. Thank you very much. Here it is, you guys. Last twerk of the day. Oh, twerky, twerky, twerk, 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 twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, 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 twerk, 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 twerk. Thank you, Rocket. Twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, 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 twerky jerk, twerky jerk, twerk, twerk, twerky jerk, twerk, twerk, twerk. Awesome sauce. Okay, you guys, it happens to be the end of the show. That means I gotta go. Thank you, Rocket. That was fantastic today. All right, you guys, here's the deal. We can change this world. We have to believe in our words, speak it out, and believe it is going to happen. One of the things that's got to happen.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh,
Another one.
Rocket! Oh, okay, hold on. Yep. It's the end of the show, Rocket. I got it. And twerky, twerk, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, 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 twerk, 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 twerky, twerk, twerky, twerk, twerky, 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 twerk. Thank you, Rocket. Twerk, 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 twerk. And I don't know if that's a twerk, you guys. I have no idea. Anyway, oh.
You're going to look like Sylvester Stallone and Rocky after a few more shows.
Yeah, I get it. That's for Rocket. He deserves this salute. Absolutely. Thank you, Rocket. Let's remember something else, everyone. It does not matter what you are. Does not matter where you are. Does not matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are either. Doesn't matter what religion. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings. let's start being better human beings and stop treating other human beings bad. So thank you all. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for coming to the show. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. Rocket, thank you very much. Take care, everybody. I'm out. Have a good night.